Good morning, good evening, good night, whatever it is, wherever you are. Welcome to my channel where we at least try to make everybody's voice count. So we need to discuss this little COPPA thing here because it's pretty sweeping and it's got broad terminology and it is going to affect everybody who creates content for YouTube and everybody who watches YouTube. Like pet videos? Well, those might be gone because children can watch pet videos. Take videos of your kids and you're proud of it and you upload it to YouTube. They're out there having fun on the beach. Well, that's probably gone too because, well, it has children in the video. Cartoons, any kind of animation. So every content creator you have where they have an avatar or they have cartoon graphics in the background, they are at risk as well. Bright and vibrant colors. So we're all going to have to go goth. That's what YouTube's going to be because, bright and vibrant colors. Well, that's pretty subjective, man. I've got brown, but I got some white in the background. Does that mean I gotta cover that up? Put black? I mean, it's really vague, and it almost seems like it's designed so that way they can go after pretty much any video. Fast-moving graphics. This is coming up on 2020, people. Fast-moving graphics. Almost everybody's got fast-moving graphics nowadays, except for these little itty-bitty channels like mine. You could consider a jump cut a fast-moving graphic. And here's a scary one. I'm a proponent of free speech, but here's one. This is almost tailor-made to stifle free speech. Words such as cool or whatever. Sports, you risk sports because children evidently watch sports. When they talk about children, they are saying under the age of 13. So essentially, you got to think to yourself, anything under the age of 13 could a child watch, that a child might want to watch, you can't have in your video. So, I could not wear this because it has Batman on it. And Batman might possibly be something children would watch. This is getting a little bit overreaching. Now, do I think that they are going to widespread use it in that manner? No, because they don't want to bring the ire of the public attention, but there's the possibility of it being abused. And humans abuse things. You can't have power and not have someone abuse it at some point in some time. So imagine this. There is a popular YouTube channel that has a cartoon avatar in the front, or the introduction is cartoonish, or they use the word cool, or they use the word whatever, or there's a dog in the video, or in the background there is a collector's edition comic book, or there's a MCU item or a Marvel item in the background, or something from a video game. That's pretty broad reaching. Now, it's up to a $42,000 fine per video. And what happens is the FTC will have an individual sitting in Washington, D.C. that may or may not have any savvy as far as the culture decide whether your video is meant for children or not. Even if you don't think there's a damn thing in your video meant for children, some anonymous person in Washington, D.C. who may or may not know the context of what your video means, deciding if it is or not. They take the amount that of revenue that they believe your video has earned, and they multiply that by, they haven't disclosed, a multiplier, and they fine you that amount. And it's up to a $42,000 fine per video. Per video. Man, I couldn't imagine going through the hours. I'm a tiny channel and I've got quite a few hours of videos uploaded. I couldn't imagine trying to go through there, watch every single video, and make sure there's not a single thing in any video that could possibly be something that a child 13 or under would watch. What if you're recording out on the street and a dog from some complete stranger who's walking their dog walks in the background? Technically, that could count. This is like those old laws that the cops used to have and still do have that nobody ever enforces, but it's there in case they, in case they want to harass you, in case they want to come at you. I think it needs to be addressed. I think it needs to be narrowed down and the rules a little bit clearer. It is too vague right now. It's going to cause issues, and it could cause the end of YouTube, possibly. Who knows? Perhaps what someone will do, someone out there with some smarts and brains and money to start it, would make a YouTube equivalent, but have something where the terms of service are you absolutely, under penalty of law, state that you are above the age of 16 in order to even just view videos on it. Make it like one of those, I don't know, sites. I'm trying to think of a site where you have to be 18 to visit. And the only thing that comes to my mind I can't even mention, because if I say the word, this video will be instantly demonetized. Not that I have any faith this video won't be demonetized instantly anyways. It seems that they all are. And then when I click on them to put them under review, it takes up to a week. Now, that said, generally they're remonetized within a couple hours, but that couple hours for a tiny channel like this itty-bitty tiny channel here is a huge deal. And they're just making it a little bit harder. It starts with the speech, people. How do you control a population? You control the speech. If you want a population to think the way that you do, you start by stifling the speech. And you put little itty-bitty roadblocks. It's like gently moving a society a certain direction. It's like a frog. You stick it in water, and boiling water, it's going to jump out. But you put it in warm water and slowly put it up to a boil. It boils itself to death because it doesn't realize. It gets to a point where it gets so hot that it can't move, and then you boil the frog. You slowly adjust the speech to a certain direction. You control the speech, you control the thought. Because if all of a sudden people can't talk about this one thing, then they can't think about it, they can't discuss it. And thought process slowly gets veered off until it gets to the point where it becomes easy for you to stifle more speech because the populace has been conditioned thusly. Give me your thoughts. I think this is too broad and it's a bit of a slippery road. And it's something that could be setting some pretty dangerous precedents. Perhaps somebody really does need to start up a site. Maybe we all need to get together, invest our money, and start a site that's like YouTube. But you have to verify that you're an adult to even just watch videos, let alone upload. That way we can say, hey, this site, the whole entire site is not meant for children. Children cannot get on it. Not legally. If they did, then they got on there fraudulently. And have something where you got to prove that you are the adult. There's ways to do that. I know there are. I don't know. Maybe. I don't know what the answer is, but it's too broad and that's not the answer. Like it, comment, subscribe, dislike it, thumbs down. Let me know what you think. Give me your predictions. Do you have any channels that you watch that you think might fall into this? Cartoon graphics, fast-moving graphics, bright and vibrant colors. I know a lot of channels that have bright and vibrant colors. Maybe we should all just go to Minds. Minds.com. All right. I'll see you guys in the next one. Give me your thoughts.